Hi guys, my name is Deepak and I'm a character artist. In this video, I'm going to make Nike Air Force shoes from scratch. So without further ado, let's jump into the video. First of all, I started with gathering images or references. This step is most important one and mostly overlooked by new artists. I mean, if you're not sure what you are looking for, then how will you make it? Basically, you are copying reference image or a 2D artwork into 3D. So always gather references. Plus, it will also help you in texturing and look up. When you're done with gathering reference images, start breaking down a complex object into simple shapes. For this, I mainly trace the concept in Photoshop so that I get a better sense of shapes, straights and curves. In this asset, I have layered them so that I can create a shoe from inside out. I started to model the shoe from sole part mainly because of two reasons. First one is that this is a hard shape and does not get deformed that much, so I can directly trace it with the reference plane, and the second one is that it works the same way as our skeleton works in our body. If the skeleton is not there, our muscles will fall down. I also traced the pattern underneath, which I'm gonna use for the alpha, but don't worry for now, that as I'm gonna explain it later in the video. I have exported the sole part into ZBrush. I set up a reference image and try to match the sole shape with the reference as much as possible. After that, I extracted the top faces of the sole, gave it some thickness and dynamiced it. I want to match this shape as close as our feet looks. Shoemakers also do the same. They sew the shoe pattern and wrap it around the shape called shoe lost, which looks like this. Once I'm happy with the shoe lost shape, I can start extracting layers for the shoe. Once I have a usable mesh, which is gonna be a final mesh, I try to match it with the reference or concept, mainly with the move brush. Same way I extracted the shoe tongue. Likewise, I extracted the padding of a shoe, gave it some thickness and played with deformations like inflate and polish until it looks like a soft pad. I'm following the same process for extracting shapes and giving them thicknesses, so I'm not gonna blabber much, and if something comes up, I'll explain it. For the logo, I took a reference image and made a black and white alpha with the help of pen tool in Photoshop, which is straightforward. I could have directly paint with the mask brush, but I wanted to make precise, so that's why I used a reference image. For the laces holes, I took the object with the lowest subdivisions into Maya and UV'd it, and then copied the UVs into the original mesh. I made an alpha in Photoshop so that the distance between the holes stays the same. After that, I extracted the shape from the mask and live boolean it, so it gives me a clean geo to work on. For the laces, I did not use any fancy techniques. I just made the laces by extruding the cubes and placing them on the shoe tongue, and then I copied it again and again. Here I am tracing the pattern in Maya and making an alpha in ZBrush later on. I UV'd my soul such that the alpha sits right where it should be. Same I did for the star pattern and also for the stripe pattern. If you want a separate video to understand how I did detail the soul part, just comment down below. I will make a separate video in real time. After I'm done with the soul part, I started to polish my asset. I'm detailing the asset with the inflate brush and damp standard. I'm using damp standard near the stitches so that it gives the impression of tightness, and inflate brush where there is a maximum pressure. I used the same technique for the tag 2. I made a usable geo, UV'd it and placed it on the alpha and used that alpha in the noise. So yes, this was the whole process that I used to create high-res for the Nike Air Force shoe. If you have any suggestions or questions, please comment those down. I'll try to answer those as well. In the next video, we will prepare our model for the bakes and texturing process, but without doing retopo. So stick with me for the upcoming videos. And if you have found anything useful in this video, please give me a thumbs up. It will be a great motivator for me to upload such more videos in upcoming future. Until next time, be kind to all and take care of yourself. Bye bye.